I want you to introduce you my idea for my business. I will work.
Wait, can you start again? Because
Okay.
I was.
Hello, everybody.
sorry, because I need to record. Okay.
Okay, good. Perfect. Hello, everybody. I want you to introduce you to my business idea. I want to work in the future self-employed, starting part-time and later full-time. I work under my name, L.I.S.A, with the slogan "Life is simply amazing." I want you to introduce you to my vision, the three main areas I'm working with, my mission, my marketing plan, the finances and legal requirements, and in the end we can dream big together. The positive or like a key factor of my company will be flexibility. That means as I'm self-employed, I want to work from wherever I can work from. I want to work in collaboration and with different operators. So yeah, I don't want to like a yoga school or anything. I want to be free with where I work and what I work. My vision for my business and also a purpose in life for me is to help people to stop suffering. And I want to hold space for people that want to have a break, relax and recharge. And yeah, as I said, I want to be free in the decision where I want to work, and I want to be able to work from everywhere. That's like the main vision of all of it, without like any goals in the future. When it's about the three main areas that I have, I want to work with yoga, Reiki, and I want to organize retreats. Yoga in form of yoga classes and a combination, yoga and with a touch of Reiki is what I call it, so it's a combination of both. Reiki, I want to offer Reiki treatments, and for the retreat I have a big idea with my flatmate and friend. She's a freediving instructor, and we want to organize retreats in Bali where we invite people to have a whole week of experience, a freediving course, and a yoga and Reiki retreat at the same time. That's our 3 to 5 year goal that we have together. My target market for now are beginners or people who just need a break. Like I want to offer like a 1 hour retreat where you come to my place. For now it's at my house. I'm offering Yin and Reiki classes there, and people can come there to relax, receive Reiki, and hopefully go with a bit of a more relaxed feeling to their houses. The age group is between 25, 35, a bit younger, a bit older, but this is like the main people I'm just also surrounded by. My mission plan at the moment, I'm already giving every Friday morning yoga classes at Hansa Park, Yin and Reiki classes in the evenings at my house. And I also started to get trained as a kids yoga teacher, as this is also something for my current profession where I want to focus on, which is mindfulness and yoga for kids as well, but that's not part of my business idea, but I use it as a life learning experience. I do this with flying yogis with Amanda. And for Reiki, I volunteer at a yoga studio called Yoga Time in Bondi. I support the Yin and Reiki classes by giving Reiki treatment to the students, and give already Reiki treatments donation-based at the moment. And for the retreats, we're at the stage of brainstorming, so every idea we have, we just pop it in a folder and write everything down that we think of, so we can then, in the next step, create a plan, like a concrete plan, what we need, what are the costs, what are the finances of the retreat section. So this is like in the planning phase right now. I also want to learn more about pranayama, so that's also part of my mission plan for the retreats, where I might be able to do this with Katarina, hopefully. When it's about Reiki, I want to apply now for the ABN to actually work as a practitioner and also charge money for it. And one of the future plans is to become a Reiki master. Yeah, that's like a longer term goal. And for yoga, I will actually expand my classes from my house to yoga time, which is really exciting. It's actually already happening next week, so I will rent a place there, and up to 8 people can join. So if anybody's interested, let me know.
What time?
And,
What time?
7:30 or 8. So this week will be confirmed, and then I can let you know. Yeah. And I also want to work in different yoga studios in Sydney after I have the certificate of the course. So that's then the next step in my mission plan to keep on going. When it's about marketing, so when I look at the situation at the moment, the price is only donation based. So everything, like people ask me, oh, what do you take for Reiki or for the yoga classes? When it's Yin and Reiki, I recommend like $25 per person. This is the recommendation I give because we are maximum 3 to 4 people, and everybody will obviously receive Reiki as well. And so far, everybody was always happy to pay it, so I think it's working. And for Reiki sessions, I give the suggestion for $40. And for yoga in the park, I don't have any recommendation. People can give me whatever they want to give me. If it's just a coffee afterwards, I'm happy with this as well. My products at the moment are Yin and Reiki. As I said, Yin and Reiki classes, yoga in the park, and Reiki sessions. My promotion is I promote Instagram with Instagram the park sessions. The Yin and Reiki, I only do it word of mouth so far, which worked perfectly fine for the last 5 weeks. I always had like 3 or 4 people showing up and coming, and different people showing up. And I actually don't have more space at home to invite more people, so I might transfer to Instagram as well if I can't find enough people. But I'm very sure it will work out. Think positive. And as I said, it was very successful in the past, so I will stay with word of mouth for Yin and Reiki. And I'm offering my services to go to the place in my marketing plan in Bondi, in Sydney, obviously. And it's either in Hunter Park or, as I said, in my house or then in yoga time. To the finances, at the moment there's not really much to say, as everything is donation based. Everything I can get, I take it as a startup money to like save money for my future plans. I don't really take any money out of it, as I also work full-time the 20 hours in other jobs to pay my bills. So I'm not earning anything from it. I'm just saving everything I can get. I had costs like for the Reiki table, for oils, incense, etc. that I just paid out of pocket. I'm volunteering for the yoga time for the rental cost and get like a staff offer to rent the room, which is amazing. Like I still need to pay, but it's definitely less than I would pay in Sydney. So these are some strategies I use to spend as less money as I can to start the business and to bring as much people in. And costs that I need to consider now in the future when I apply for the ABN are like the liability insurance, the tax, and the self-withdrawal at one point. If I skip some hours from my current job, obviously I need to get some money in. So the money that I take from the insurance, from the earnings as well. And the idea is to earn in the first year between $2,500 and $3,000, which is realistic with I think I have for 16 to 18 classes a month. I did the math around this, and it should hopefully work out. And this money will then also benefit the retreat idea in the future. For legal requirements and safety, I will create a waiver form or intake form. I actually need to do this for next week, as this is necessary to teach in yoga time or give classes there. I want to know about pre-existing health conditions of my students, if there's anything I need to be aware of, and I will have also a cancellation policy in place, like Nancy mentioned before, might be 24 hours notice to cancel to get the money back. requirement is also, as I said, the ABN and the liability insurance. Yeah, and then when it's about the retreat, like when I think further, there are so many things to consider as we will do this in another country. So we will need to go to insurance company, get a consultation. There are a lot of things to consider because we don't want to organize the transport, but still there's a lot of things we might just not know. So there's a lot of things to learn before we start this. The risk of when I talk about the risk of the yoga studio, I don't have it there, but I tell you either way. When it's yoga in the park, it's obviously the weather. I offer it online, but it's not really going well with the online offer when it's bad weather. I usually get some friends together for the park session, but I just noticed that during the day, it's really hard to get people together. For me, it worked better in the evening, so I'm actually reconsidering, or like I consider if I want to keep on going with the morning classes, as it's on a Friday morning, not many of the people I know at least are free. So that's actually already something that I learned in the last week, so I might need to change that. Yin and Reiki, I mean, a risk is that it's not really a risk now, but maybe later, I'm the only one who's giving in my company the classes, so if I'm sick, there's no money coming in. I mean, that's a general risk that we have. The inconsistency in offers, as I want to do the retreats in the future, I might not be available all the time because I want to be obviously at the retreat as well teaching, so I might lose some students that come, or like clients that come for Reiki to me like in the future. That's something to consider, and maybe option to collaborate with somebody else, or to hire staff for the future. Yeah, and I mean, with the retreat there are so many risks yet that we didn't talk about with my friends. It might be the diving conditions, like people just can't go to the water. What do we do then? Finding a good place. Maybe it looks great on the pictures when we didn't visit it before. It's really shitty when we are there, so you just don't know what will be there. So we try to be aware of all of this risk and maybe have a little vacation and have a look there, which would be a great option to get rid of this risk. And now, in the end, I want to dream big, and I like my future ideas and hopes are that I want to have a great network of yoga studios where I can just go and say, hey, I'm here for the next 3 months. Can I book in several classes or offer workshops, and people are happy to do so and are welcoming me. I will have a coordinator that is working for me to organize everything in the background, because it's not much yet, but it's already taking a lot of time and effort to bring everyone together and to write in every WhatsApp group and do everything myself. It's only on the side and by donation, so I can imagine if you do this in a bigger version, it will be too much one day. For Reiki, I want to be a Reiki master, and also I want to be able to teach one day other people to do the Reiki level 1 and like level 2. That's like a very future dream I have. And the retreats, yeah, it can be like, the dream is that it's a long-term institution, so it will go like the whole summer season, even with me or Livy and Eva not being there, so that we have like teachers there in Bali to run the place, and just one of us needs to go, or if we want to go, we can obviously go, but it's like a company itself, and yeah, that I can choose when I want to work there. And I want to be able to say one day that my home is where my heart is and where my feet are carrying me, and yeah, I want to see that every day is simply amazing.